Let's take a minute to walk through the on-demand work process for a homeowner. So we're starting here on our My House dashboard, and you can see that it's fairly slim. We have a few activities here in the middle. However, there is an opportunity to add additional activities if need be. In addition to that, there are a number of different kinds of widgets that could be displayed around the edges, such as information about total expenditures, upcoming preventive maintenance tickets, etc. But let's go ahead and get started by creating a new service request. So we'll start here at the top left and define what it is that needs service, either a piece of equipment or a space. So in general, the equipment is going to be big things like furnaces, appliances, etc. And if flooring needs service, or if there's some other type of general maintenance in a space, such as an outlet is having problems or a switch is having problems, then we would use the space selection instead. So we can click here to select a piece of equipment, and you'll see that we actually get two choices. We can either pick our equipment from a list, or we can scan a barcode that's associated with this equipment. So if all of our appliances and furnace and all the other equipment has a barcode on it, we can scan that with our device in order to select it. So let's do that now. You'll have to bear with me with the webcam there. It's actually significantly easier to use a mobile device to do that. However, you'll see that once we've scanned that barcode, it identifies it, gives us information here about the manufacturer, model number, etc. Moving on, we have the problem area over here, and we can select among 3 different priorities and then specify the problem itself. So for example, maybe this piece of equipment is causing the breaker to trip. So below that, we have a freeform text box here for a description. And so we should enter as much information as possible so that the contractor will have all of the information they need in order to actually correct the problem, as well as any information that might be required for scheduling. Now, if we know who we want to assign to this work, we can select them down here at the bottom. And in this case, since it's electrical, we'll select this gentleman here. And finally, we have the attachments area. So here you can use your mobile device to take a picture of the problem, or if you're at a desktop machine, you can upload files, etc. Once all of that information has been entered, we're ready to go ahead and save this. So you'll see that we'll get a little message here about our service request being received and logged. We'll get a service request number, and if we click again, it'll reset the form, and if we had more service requests to enter, we could do that now. Now that the service request has been logged, we can come back to our dashboard, and let's come in this time to Manage Tickets. So this interface will present us with all of the open on-demand tickets as well as preventive maintenance tickets. And you can see that right here we have our new ticket that we just submitted. So we can go ahead and click on that, and you'll see we have a couple of different options here. We can view details about it, we can print it, or we can go ahead and complete it. Before we go into complete, let's just come into view details. So here you can see all the same information we submitted. We get details here about the status chain, about who submitted this and when it was submitted, when the status has changed, etc. And up here at the top, you can see we have a couple of other details. We can look at all of the documents that are associated with this work ticket. We can also work on some internal comments. So if we want to just leave some notes here just for ourselves, that can be done here. But the area that I want to point out is the history and notifications area. Here we have a complete listing of all the changes to our service requests, but the important part that we want to look at right here is this notification. So this is a notification that goes out to the contractor, and this will go by email, presenting them with some summary details about the work. You'll see that there is an attachment here that will present all the information they need in a single page. And hopefully this will prompt them to call or email in order to schedule the work. But in terms of us, the homeowner, the next step we want to do is to just go ahead and mark this as complete. So back in our list, you see we can tap on our service request there and click on complete. And here we have an opportunity to enter a cost, some additional notes, and then any completion documents that might be relevant. So for example, if the contractor provided us with an invoice or something like that, we can either take a picture of it with our mobile device, or we can actually upload it if we're sitting at a desktop machine. So let's go ahead and do that. And now that we have entered all of our details and uploaded any completion documents, we can go ahead and hit save. You'll see that'll bring us back to our managed tickets list, and that particular one will disappear because it has now been completed. So if we want to see it again, we can click on our filter, come to completed, and you'll see that once again we have access to this here. In addition to being able to manage the on-demand work and preventive maintenance schedules, the system can also give you quick and easy access to information about all of your equipment, including your appliances as well as HVAC equipment, etc. Let's see how that works. So we'll start here on our My House dashboard, and we can go to Equipment. And here we are presented with a list of all of the registered equipment broken down by the category, so appliances, HVAC, and plumbing right now. To look at details about any one particular item, we can simply click on it here in the list. However, if we do have a big list of equipment, another easy way to access it would be to simply scan a barcode. So if your appliances and other equipment have barcodes on them, we can simply scan that to quickly find the item we're looking for. So by scanning that barcode, it brings us to our information page for that particular piece of equipment. So there's lots of information here. You can see that we have sort of the basics about the category and type. We have an image of that particular piece of equipment, as well as details about its location, the manufacturer, its current condition, as well as some additional links down here. So these links can be used to take you to a manufacturer's site or a video about how to service the equipment, etc. Additionally, down here you'll see we have a maintenance section that gives us a couple of details about the most recent maintenance. And if we click on that, you can see the whole history of preventive maintenance tickets as well as any on-demand tickets that have been submitted for this piece of equipment. Additionally, you'll see right here at the top we have a couple of other pages we can go to that are related. So for example, we have a documents page, and here we can upload things like manuals and images, etc. So for example, if we wanted to view this particular manual here, this is a PDF, and we can cycle through the pages here. We also, of course, do have the option to immediately download that and save it. Finally, we have information about any PM schedules that are set up. So here you can see we've got two different schedules set up, one that is for maintenance of the door and seals of this dishwasher, and one that is a slightly different schedule, this one on a 3-month schedule, to service the filter of the dishwasher. So you can see that by scanning the barcode, we can quickly get to manuals and repair information, all the details we need about this piece of equipment.